during Season 4 for sure, when you were looking for, when mages were, you know, the staple of how a team composition should be built. And boy, have the times changed.
Definitely have changed so much. Now we're gonna kickstart this best of 5 series here with RRQ Hoshi on the blue side and EVOS Legends on the red. Yesterday, fun fact, most of the other teams are actually having better win rates over red side, and RRQ, most of their majority of wins are on the blue.
Pretty interesting. But now, you know, Rex going in up against Mincetar here. Mincetar, you know, shuts down some pretty big abilities. The Shunpo can't be used, you know, the Jikundo as well also can't be used while that King's Crown is down.
Yeah, I would say that these are some of all these vital spells to look out for in those team fights. And we're already seeing Bin dashing in and out, just trying to cause discrepancy towards the side of Luminaire. But look at how disciplined they are. They are actually gatekeeping members of RRQ Hoshi from coming anywhere close to the buff. And everyone's just actually playing this one slowly. Both sides having enough room for respect, but here comes a little bit of trouble for the camp as Bajan is hoping to actually kill this one.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm not sure if they did, but now they're in trouble as Rexy instantly gets popped here. He wasn't able to cancel the abilities coming in from LJ in time as he was flying through the air. A free kill has been given over to RRQ. Unfortunately enough for EVOS, they're not going to be getting the first blood.
Yeah, and I really like the setup coming in from RRQ Hoshi. It's like they've already expected them to actually walk right into it. So they've already enclosed it every corner. So here's another little fun fact. Grand Finals of the MPL this time is going to be attended by champions of MPL Season 1, 2, and 4, but none of the players right now in these finals is from Season 3.
Oh boy, that's actually really interesting to see. Well, okay, I'll keep that in mind as, you know, both of these teams continue to go at each other until the end. But, you know, I have a lot of concerns for Wanwan here. Yes, she's got a great ultimate, being able to go technically, well, you know, not technically, but factually invulnerable for the time being. Oh no, Luminaire actually gonna don't face check it, as Finn secures the kill onto him. Bajan is there with the smart missiles to actually zone him out, gets the ejector backwards, ults him on top of it, but LJ knows what the target is and ensuring that Wanwan cannot get away. And here's the problem, Wanwan can't actually kite around, can't really kite into the Kufra, because every time that bouncing ball comes through, and if he's on top of them, every time she auto attacks, she'll end up wasting more time getting mini stunned by the bouncing ball collision animation.
Yeah, this is just nasty stuff coming in from RRQ. They knew exactly how to actually pull the trigger at the right moment, and the moment that one was actually trying to take that river crab, as we saw, like, they say, okay, we're just gonna wait till she drops it low and we can just easily punish her. And that face check, a little bit unnecessary, and that turtle instantly goes towards the enemy side.
Yeah, and you know, RRQ are positioning themselves very well here. They're preemptively putting themselves in spots where they expect EVOS to be, and right now it's profiting. However, R7, the Death Sonata comes on through. Luckily, Wanwan is able to secure, isn't able to secure, sorry, that's the red buff, but the blue buff was secured by the Death Sonata coming in from Sin.
Now, Bajan's going to be locking him under the turret. R7 will be able to secure the kill still, and he's trying to actually run off, but Finn will be clipped off by 1-1. Then that definitely has to be the first kill for EVOS Legend.
Alright, at least to get some retribution here, LJ is right on top of Rexy. Rexy trying to chunk him out, but he doesn't do enough damage, especially against the likes of Kufra here. Safeguarding this bot lane, making sure that R7 has an escape path so they don't get dove under the turret. But R7, he wants to get into the middle of this fight here. Rekt had rotated across the map, actually. They sacrificed the top side of the map in trade for this bottom tier 1.
Yeah, and I would say that that's definitely the Granger that they need to focus on, because RRQ, they're reaping the rewards, and here comes the Way of the Dragon there. They might be able to secure the kill, but one match actually dash all the way through, and here comes the rest of EVOS chasing on Red Lamb, and he will be able to actually get picked up.
Yeah, and Sin actually broke all the way till the tier 2. Are they going to keep on going here? Looks like EVOS is still on the losing end of the scale.
Yeah, I feel like they're not so used to this tempo that RRQ Hoshi is actually playing at, as they are trying to actually find pickoffs after pickoffs, but not really resulting to much. Here comes LJ with that really big power switch as Bajan goes in to actually pull LJ into its team.
Turtle
Oh, and
resurrecting
they're just
soon.
rotating and just holding their areas. However, they are sacrificing objectives, trying to get this kill lead, even though they are slowly catching up. Again, 3K, not too big of a deal just yet, but in critical mass might be hit as Bajan quickly has the flicker on out of that. The disengage coming in from Rexy should be enough to stop RRQ from moving forward as EVOS claim their ground right in front of the turtle pit.
Yeah, here comes Rek though. He's trying to actually break open the lead. That's definitely going to be a great trade-off here coming from the side of the EVOS. Though, over the top side, we are seeing the Mincetar slowly regrouping. I'm not really sure whether or not should EVOS actually come near towards the turtle. They should give it away. They don't have resources to work, but ew! It's going to be LJ that's actually going to flip back.
Yeah, and now they're going to keep on pulling through. They can't get anywhere close towards the turtle. The perimeter was set up nicely by RRQ, but they, with the King's Glory, secure the kill onto Luminaire, and they get a double for it as well. I love this 2-for-1 deal.
Oh man, like that was some sick rondo when Death Sonata being used up in that sort of skirmish, and Lemon so far, he's definitely going to be tankier as it goes. Going to be a real big problem as we are looking at Sin trying to actually assassinate Rek, as he will have to actually immediately respond by flickering off the wall. Blade of Despair being bought there by Granger, and they got to live this in a hurry.
Yeah, they're going to have to because they don't have a choice. Again, a lot of the turrets just going down to RRQ Hoshi. They have a three turret lead against EVOS Legends, and that has netted them 6K worth of gold. Rek just bought his Blade of Despair. I don't think he's going to be one-shotting people just yet, but he can get very, very close to, especially when he's up against the likes of the Granger here. And you can see Juan just dancing around R7 King's calling being dropped by the Mincetar as Lemon drops it. He walks away to disengage for the rest of the team. Death Sonata coming through. Oh, Luminaire still alive. Luckily, he separated himself, and Bajan was able to protect most of the damage of that last shot with the smart missile shield.
Wow, I'm liking this RRQ Hoshi on how they are actually maneuvering. And once again, they took absolute control inside of the jungles, and it's definitely not safe for EVOS to actually roam around anymore. While topside, we have the Mincetar. He's just going to be taking his sweet time, just trying to actually pull some members of EVOS towards the top, and they're looking to engage mid lane.
Yeah, they're just holding on to their last tier 2. They don't want to be forced back into their base. And not to mention that this is an important tier 2, because now that their mid-tier 1 is gone, they can kind of guard the entrances to the jungle. But John is in a lot of trouble. He quickly flickers on out of there. That last hit from the Death Sonata quickly turned onto Rexy. Unfortunately, they won't pick up the kill. However, a very big battle spell coming out from their playmaker, Bajan.
Yeah, and of course, this definitely pulled a lot of pressure off of the side of RRQ. They can easily just walk in and take that turtle, which in fact has already been attempted. And well, since they're going to be able to actually secure that. And now here comes LJ. He's looking for that Tyrant's Rage. Not going to be landing though. That's going to be Rek kicking him back to the team. This might just be it. But the rest of RRQ has to run to the scene. EVOS now running for his life. Rek managed to escape. But how long can they take this on? As we will see. But John getting pulled right into us. The trap. It's a mega kill coming in for Sin.
That was so huge for RRQ. And now EVOS on the back foot as RRQ are going to break into the 30K mark. Endless battle as well as Rose Gold Meteor being purchased by Granger and Mincetar respectively. Right now, Sin is extremely strong, even though especially since he hit his power spike of 2 items. EVOS Legends on the other hand, and this is why I particularly don't enjoy seeing the 1-1, because you're forced to go for your jungle item, sorry, not the jungle item, the corrosive scythe, and it doesn't really give you the damage, but the utility of slowing people down is very, very good.
Yeah, I would say that it will take quite a while before 1-1 really comes into full swing, and they're really hoping that this ends up in towards the very, very late game for her to really pop off.
Yeah, And now they're slowly controlling the side lanes until the Lord comes back up. Because there's no real reason for RRQ to do anything out of the ordinary as per se. But EVOS, they're just creeping around. They're trying to play spy versus spy here. They're making sure that nobody gets caught out. But LJ, he could take the risk of pushing forward. And Vin, he actually gets on top. The yin-yang overturn has been popped onto the Bajan. Bajan is still alive. Luckily, he built defensively.
Yeah, of course, he managed to escape with a slither of health, and here comes R7 over the bomb side. Will be left one more pop. And RRQ Hoshi,
Lord resurrecting
they
soon.
are playing this one pretty much fairly. Like, they're just waiting for some missteps from EVOS, and they may not even need the Lord if they actually commit any mistakes.
That's true, but right now RRQ is playing a tight game, so it might be a little doomed for EVOS right now. As Bajan trying to make the play again, and just before the ejector comes out, the King's Calling is right there on top of him, so he can't really do too much. Windtalker just being purchased by the Quanger. That's going to give him a decent amount of attack speed on top of adding a little bit more wave clear.
Yeah, now we're looking at goal disparity 10k for the side of RRQ Hoshi, or just slightly less if I really have to calculate to the dot. While Vin hoping to actually catch one pick off right here. Bajan's just gonna be locking himself in.
Oh, he knows. He knows, and Bajan walks away. And honestly, I don't think he should have. I don't think he should have walked away, considering that the rest of the enemy team from RRQ are on the bottom side of the map. But you can see Lloyd has been finished and already walking down towards EVO's Legends side.
Well, I'm really liking how RRQ is playing this one, because like it's making life hard for Bajan to know who exactly to catch. It's very hard to get anywhere close to its Granger. Same goes to Kagura. She could just dash off as well. So if this comes to a conclusion of which Bajan cannot really execute anyone in the front line, he must play a very counter-reactive role.
Yeah, and now they're trying to look to crush all the way to the end here. The 11-minute mark has been hit. They don't have the Luminous Lord. Unfortunately, the Death Sonata comes out very early on. Juan's in trouble. He's right on top of the bouncing ball. LJ is able to walk up on top of him and get him with the bouncing ball. As EVOS Legends are in a lot of trouble as they lose another inhibitor target. Luminaire is chunked till pretty low, and now they have to make their way out of there, but they just can't. As the last goes down, Rek trying to save this situation. It's not looking good at all. Rek as well having to flicker forward, and LJ, he is still alive despite all that damage. Game 1 going to RRQ.
RRQ have this one in the bag, and wow.